What's up, everybody? It's Dave from BetSum. Going to go over a few NFL Week 1 daily fantasy picks for the 2016 season. For quarterback, we'll start out with Drew Brees at 8,100. I have him at a tie for my favorite quarterback this week. He's against the Raiders at home. He was putting up huge numbers at home last year. Against this past defense, I expect him to do the same. He'll be a popular play, but a good one. Speaking of that game, the other quarterback I really like is Derek Carr, 7,300. He's a little cheaper. He's got almost as much upside. The Saints do have the weakest pass defense in the league against the quarterback. That'll make Derek Carr a very popular play this week. However, I think you should include him in at least a few lineups because of his upside. I also like Matt Ryan a lot, at 7,100 at home versus Tampa Bay. He's got a 25th ranked OPRK. And this game should be pretty high scoring, and I think Matt Ryan will be a less popular pick than people like Brees or Carr. At running back, I like Devontae Freeman, 6,400. He's home versus those Bucks. Same story here with him. I like there to be a lot of offense in that game, and someone's got to get all the points. I think Devontae Freeman's low priced at 6,400. I think he should be more about 7K, and he will be soon, so buy him low now. I also like Chris Ivory as a cheap value play for 4,300. He's on the Jags now, but he's their number one. He's playing against Green Bay at home, so it's a little bit of a tough match if they get behind. They can't run him a lot, but he'll be a very unpopular play, very cheap, and he does have a lot of upside. He was a beast at times last year. Thomas Rawls to round out the top three at running back at 6,000 for Seattle, playing at home against Miami in what could be a very ugly blowout. And if it is, Rawls should get the brunt of the carries to waste that clock for Seattle. So I really like him at 6K. At wide receiver, I like Amari Cooper as my number one receiver this week, 7,200. I also like Mike Evans. Again, I'm targeting those two same games for a lot of my top picks, which are the Tampa Bay Atlanta game and the Raiders New Orleans game. So Cooper 7,200, Mike Evans is 7,400. I like them both for similar reasons. And a sneak play I like this week is Mike Wallace, who has found himself hopefully a real quarterback in Joe Flacco for the first time since Big Ben. He's only 4,200, and he is their number one. He could have a big season, much bigger than people anticipate. So I think 4,200 is a steal for him right now. So I'd buy him right now while no one's looking at him. At tight end, I like Kobe Fleener a lot, 4,900. They got the 30th OPRK there, and hopefully Brees, who has a history of hitting his tight ends, finds him a lot as well. As far as team defenses, I like Seattle, which is a super popular play at 3,900, the most expensive against Miami at home. And I also like New Orleans as the second cheapest team defense at home against the Raiders. They've been known to do some crazy things at home, and that crowd can really affect the offense in that dome. And so I like them at 2,300 if you need to pick an unpopular defense, set yourself apart, and gamble a little bit. So that's all I got this week, but be sure to tune in next week for some more picks.